Hello, class. Welcome back. Have a seat. Class is in session. Okay. Today we're going to talk about dice set. All right. But before we get into that subject, I'd like to share this with you. Okay. I went to Chat GPT and type in the question: in the game of craps, I can roll 14 rows without any 7 showing. What is my edge over the house? Okay. And Chat GPT, right, goes through their calculations and tell you the probability of 7 and how they came up with the math, the answer. And here's what it says. So the probability of rolling 14 times without a 7 showing is approximately 7.28%. All right. And then it goes into the bets and the edge and stuff like that. And it says, however, rolling a 7 doesn't correlate to those specific bet type, but is a fundamental part of the game of overall possibility, right? And it goes in more house edge, okay? It's telling you that the house edge on the betting is separate than the probability of the math on the roll of the game. So it's telling you that there's 2 different games, right? There's the betting side and there's the rolling side. So it's 2 separate math. And it's telling you that the betting math doesn't change with the amount of roll. It still stay constant. But the good thing I wanted to share for you, right, is this section right here, number 3, second paragraph. It says, in particular term, the occurrence of not rolling a 7 for 14 row is a rare event. You hear that? Not rolling a 7 for 14 row is a rare event. Probability of about 7.28%. And then it summarizes. It says, but it does not change the inherent house edge of the bet you place in the game. So again, the rolling of the dice is separate than the betting in the game of craps. 2 separate games, right? All roll into one. And it says, in summary, while rolling 14 times without seeing a 7 is unusual, okay, unusual, and might seem lucky, right? It does not provide a statistic edge over the house in terms of expected win. The house edge remains constant based on the type of bet you make. That tells you you need to bet correctly to win. Okay? So go to ChatGPT, type in that question. In the game of craps, I can roll 14 rows without any 7 showing. What is my edge over the house? And I'll give you the same reading that I gave you. So when you nail down your consistent SOR, let's say your SOR consistent is 18, 20, 30, right? You could go to ChatGPT, type in that question, just change the number, and it'll give you your probability percentage. Okay. So that's why I use that math, and I go to the Wizard of Odds website, and I look at the crap probability and house edge, and I do my math in my head and papers and work out the calculation. So I know that the box number and the field, I have edge over the house math, right? But in the hops and the horns, the probability is too high. It's against me already. So I stay away from those, okay? Again, I just like to share with that. It just says 14 roll without 7 is a rare event, you know? So what do you think about dice influence now? Or dice control, okay? Can I get an amen on that? All right. Let's go to the subject of the day. We're going to talk about dice set, right? Now, we all know the hard way, right? The hard way. the all 7. So there's about 14, 15 dice set. And every other dice set somewhere that you came up with, whatever, is basically these 14 and 15. You're just looking at a different angle, okay? So let's look at the all 7. The all 7, we know what it is. It's the most forgiving. You set up for 7 and you roll, and the dice pitch, explode, implode, etc., etc. Get away from the 7, okay? Or vice versa. Is what you get the 7 out, okay? The next one is the hardware set. Now, we know the hardware set is great if you don't double pitch. It's what the Dominator use. He's considered 8 in the world of rolling a game of crap. To be 8 in the world is quite an achievement. I hate to see who's number 1, because to be number 1 in the world, it's gotta be like a monumental goal, you know? So this is what beginners use. This is the most precise, okay? As long as you don't double pitch. And then the next one is the V set, the 3 Vs and the 2 Vs, okay? Now, for the 3 Vs, the probability of the math comes out is going to be a lot of 6 and 8, okay? And the 2 Vs is going to be a lot of 4s and 10. Now, according to George from CY, that's his YouTube channel, George from CY, he's another good dice mechanic, right? It's a lot of great information on his site. Take a look if you get a chance. The all 7 and the hardware set are sister set, okay? So, and the 2 Vs are the sister set of the 3 Vs. So what he's saying is that, I think this is my interpretation of what he's trying to say, or what he's saying is, it's just my interpretation, I might be wrong, okay? Is that if you set your dice up for the all 7, and your SOR on that is equivalent or equal to the hardware set, all right? And the same way with the 3V, if your SOR is a 9 on the 3V, then you should be equivalent to the 2V being a 9 or 8, you know, close to each other, okay? So the all 7 and the hardware set are sister set. That means they behave the same way. The 2 Vs and the 3 Vs behave the same way. Same SOR, similar to each other, close enough to each other, right? And there's another set he's talking about. It's called a kissing set, which nobody talked about before until I found his site and things. And that's what I use a lot. I like that set, and it works for me, okay? Okay, the next set is a straight 6, which is right here, straight 6, okay? The straight 6 is an advanced 6, you know, it's a come out roll, but if you look at it, it's really just a hardware set, okay? All it is just straight 6. It's a fancy thing. The next set is the 6-5, 5-4, right? 6-5, 5-4. So you got the 9-5, the yo, and the yo from down under. See? 9, yo, yo from down under, 3, and the 5. Okay? This set, they say, is great. Possible 12, probability. It's great for place bet, right? Great for place bet. That's what they say, right? So you get the yo, 5, the yo from down under, the 9. So if you get your dice and you set it up for 3s and 9, then you're using this set, okay? Now another set is the okay, this one, and what did we say? What is it? This one, okay? The yo, the 8, the yo down under, and the 6, okay? And they say this is great for place bet as well. Inside number, right? Specifically inside number. See why? Because it's 8 and 6, right? Again, just another variation of the V, right? So, the 3V. The next set is a cross 6. Now, the cross 6 looks like a cross. Well, let's do it this way so you can see better. Okay, cross 6. It's like a T. You see it? It's like a T, cross 6. Now, this one they say is for the come out and the outside bet. All right, you see why? 5, 2, snake eye, 9, 12, all right? Pitch 9, 11, you know. But the cross 6 is good for a come out roll and the outside number, right? The next one is this one. It's a 6, 4, 5, 6. Again, just another yo. 4, 3, yo down under, and a 10, all right? And they say this set is great for inside number, whirl, and horn. Okay? See why? All right? Horn, 12, inside number. Horn, inside number. All right? So, that's what they say for this number. So if you were hunting those things, that's what you want to go for. Okay? The 6, 4, 5, 6. The next one is 6, 5, 5, 6. Now, this is a kissing set, all right? And they say this is only on the come out, used only on the come out, right? Not great for dice setting. I mean, not great for place number. All right? That's what it says. The yo and yo down under, which is a kissing set, it's only good for come out roll, right? Now, that's what he, she, they, it, them, you know, came out with this math and these dice probability in the game of crap some time ago or whatever. And that's what people read. That's what the book says. That's what the calculation of math and everything. And it tells you to use these sets to get these results, right? But what they don't tell you is what grip do I use it? How do I throw it? At what angle? What projection? What is the landing zone? It's all a lot of assumption. They assume that you know already trying to get this, but there's a lot of factor involved, right? Without knowing the type of grip to use, these math doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any, it's valueless, okay? So in order to know the outcome, you need to know the cause, right? And they don't tell us what caused these outcomes. The most important is they don't tell you what grip you use to get these results with these set. It'd be great if they tell you, but they don't. All right. Again, it's like probably like an engineer that's sitting in his office designing a great tool and never worked as a mechanic and gives a tool to a mechanic, and the mechanic's like, I can't do anything with this. It doesn't suit the job, you know? Again, it's two different worlds. So, without knowing the grip and the toss type and the trajectory and the angle, we can't really, you know, take these dice set for face value, okay? The only reason that you know what works for you and what doesn't is you have to practice, you have to put it in with the type of grip you use and the trajectory and the power and the angle. Then you get your own calculation, your own math. You say, yes, these dice set work, or what they say, and this is the result that I got, okay? For everybody, you get different results. You know, you might be 6'5" compared to a 5'2" guy. The result is different, okay? Like I said, I don't get great result on the hard way because I double pitch, so I don't use hard ways a lot. I use a lot of kissing set because it works for me, and it gives me the higher SOR, okay? So that's it for dice sets, you know? What's the right dice set? I just told you the right dice set, according to the book and the math and the people that put it together, and the result that they say it is, but they left a very important key out. The right dice set, the right one for you, is the one with the highest probability SOR, right? 7 out ratio. The longer you can roll with that set, the better it is for you. And the only way to figure that out is to practice. So you need to practice. And in order to practice, you need to practice on the right field. Okay? You can't practice basketball in a football court. And you can't practice football in a tennis court. Okay? So these are the tools you use. ChatGPT to answer your question, because AI engine, all that read. And then you can use Bone Tracker, right? Bone Tracker is a free Excel spreadsheet mini app that you could download and record your roll. And it'll tell you if you're double pitching, single pitching, off axis, to the left side, right side, you implode, explode. The software does the calculation for you. You just have to read the map and it'll tell you how to bet and things like that, okay? And it's free. So these are the tools that's available for you. Use as much tool as possible to improve your game. But the only way to improve your game is by practice. You need that muscle memory, okay? So, good luck. Keep practicing. And don't forget to show up for practice. And we'll take a short break and we'll be back for another session. Take care.